Good morning and welcome back, everybody, to another year of Solely Voids. It's the first day of 2025, and we're sitting here doing the same thing that we've been doing for quite a while, and that is grinding out a Solely Voids account, the free-to-play series, where we only use Void champions. Now, you may be looking at this and saying, well, is it only Voids when I have a series of Spirit champions amongst this Spider team? Well, what I'm trying to do is tackle as much as I possibly can because we're in a weird spot on the account. We have a ton of champions we need leveled up. We're starved for silver. And we need masteries. Now, we can't tackle all of those all at once, but we can try to tackle a couple of those together. I was so low on silver, I was like less than, 200,000 for a good chunk of it. So what I've decided to do is take a couple champions that I think can do the job, and that is a Kemptum and a Boro, and I put them in a Spider 10 team, and I've just been putting some food in there. Now, it's nothing special. It's not necessarily the most efficient, but what it has allowed me to do is, over the course of a handful of multi-battles, restock my pile of mystery shards, as you can see. But also, a lot of times you get accessories here, and then you can sell those for a very, very healthy amount of silver, and we've worked our way up to about 9 mil back to something reasonable. Now, we could burn through that real fast, because let's talk about why we need that. We've geared and re-geared basically Noelle and Sir Nick several times. I shouldn't say geared or re-geared, but we've just found better pieces of gear by just kind of working through and looking a little bit closer. I honestly probably shouldn't have geared them so early without knowing exactly where they're going to fit in. But I have a gripe to pick with Plarium, because this here combo, it doesn't really work unless you manual it. And I saw in the JGigs Discord under the Voids Only Challenge tab that, some people have gotten some teams to work, but I can't. I've tried. The suggestion I was given was put Sir Nick in the lead. Put Sir Nick in the lead and then it will work. Well, I put Sir Nick in the lead and she still doesn't target him. For example, here is Iron Twins. Okay, I've tried grinding a little bit of Iron Twins here lately. Okay, so I put together a little team that I think, might be able to do it. And here, I'll even switch this back because it wasn't working before, so I kind of opted out of it. Okay, and so I want Sir Nick maybe to open with this and do this, let's say. And here, I actually want her to open with this, but then after that, that's her priority, okay? And so, I guess Togren, it doesn't matter. I do want... Okay. And then we'll open with this. And this isn't speed tuned by any stretch of the imagination, but I was just trying to throw a team together that I felt like could work without me having to restart the game on a clan boss. Okay, so we should have... Actually, let's do it the other way around, so then we know if we're not getting it. So just for science here, we're gonna open with that, but then okay, and then actually we're gonna just not open with that. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna invigorating chill Sir Nick, and that should use his goodwill ability, and then the polar protection should be his first ability. And so we should have this basically right away when we go into the Iron Twins here. And let's see what that looks like. Okay. And as you can see, I don't know who she targeted, but she didn't target Sir Nick. So even when he's in the lead, we're not getting the ability that we want. We only get it when Sir Nick is the one using that ability, but everybody else, or she just does her own thing. But we know the ability works Because if I were to manual this, which I've had to manual through some levels of Iron Twins, like if we just target her here, boom, and then everybody ends up using it. And so like there's potential there, but it's just she doesn't target the right player. And it's super, super annoying because that is setting our account back pretty significantly in terms of progress. Like, I think we can make a team like this work just reasonable enough that it's going to, like, it's going to fail some amount of the time, but we'd at least be able to do it because I think the unkillable would be up just enough, but having to manual it is not realistic, as you guys theoretically know. All right, so let's just go ahead and see if we can finish this here. Yeah, but anyway, so that's extremely annoying and aggravating, one might say, because we just need that to work so bad we need that to work. Actually, because we need to put this guy on cooldown here. We can take a hit. All right. But anyway, so as you can see, just by manualing it, there's no tune here, but we do have a pretty clean path to having a team that's at least functioning to some extent. Like, we could take the time to tune it, but there's no point in tuning it because it doesn't work. So until it works, we're kind of out of luck, unfortunately. So what does that mean that we're doing? Well, we still want to try to make progress in the clan boss. That's still like our number one thing, but we can only do that so frequently or so often. So what we're going to end up doing is leveling up some different champions that we think are going to be able to help us. And after this fight, we'll see who that is. I'm too stingy to give up that energy that I just used on this, so we're going to have to ride it out. Okay. So as you can see, I did 6-star Painkeeper as well as the Sir Nick and Lady Noelle. They're all 6-star. They actually all have masteries. I don't know if they're all done though on Painkeeper. I do know on Sir Nick and Lady Noelle, I just kind of threw some random masteries together. I didn't bother looking it up, just for the most part. I just did whatever. The Painkeeper is not fully masteried, but we have the 6-star mastery to get War Master. So who are we working on now? Well, we're taking a break because we're trying to farm some silver back up, but the team we're running is this. And actually, the champion I'm really focusing on right now is White Dryad Nia. Let's talk about why. So, right now, the current clan boss team is an ally protection team using Azure. And Azure has been great. Totally great. He has a shield on himself that's pretty big. And it actually gets spread a decent amount with Togrin. So, the other players end up getting a shield. But it's on a 4-turn cooldown. Well, if we look at Nia, I think Nia just brings more. So Nia has ally protection and a small strengthen, which kind of sucks, but we'll take it. And the book's down to a 3-turn cooldown, so that's significantly better. We're getting that way more often. And then she has a cleanse, and then like decreases the cooldown of an ability. So it's probably going to be whoever's in the lead. So likely that's going to be Togrin. So we have the speed buff, and then she has a decreased speed, kind of irrelevant, not kind of, totally irrelevant for this particular clan boss fight. But then she has this passive, and it says whenever this champion is healed, it heals each ally except for this champion by 20% of that heal. And then we got this relic that says wearer's heals and turn meter increase effects applied to allies are boosted by 15%. And we actually got the same one twice. So we got that on Togrin also. So I'm thinking, since we have her in a Guardian and Immortal set, she's going to get pretty big heals. And then what's going to happen is those heals are going to, 20% of that is going to go to the allies every time she takes a turn. So all we have to do is try to get her, well, significantly faster than what she currently is. But I think we can make that happen. So that is, I think, what we're going to call a strict upgrade. And since I'm going to have her in a Guardian set also, and I think we are maybe finally, and unfortunately, at the point where I might be able to take Branch Arm out. So Branch Arm has done his service, but I think we're at the point where he is maybe gone from the Clan Boss team, because we liked the shield, the strengthen, and the decrease attack. Okay, the shield isn't really that big, if I'm going to be honest, but a shield is a shield nonetheless, and I guess on some champions it's bigger. But now we have Sawai, who has the big decrease attack, so that is significantly better. And then we also have, so the strengthen is going to come from White Dryad Nia. So my team is looking like it's going to be pretty close to the same as what I have going on right now. But I think what it's going to be is this. I think, tell me if you think I'm wrong, folks. Where are you at? Where's my Clan Boss team? Okay, but I'm thinking Azure out, Branch Arm out, Nia in, Painkeeper in. Because Painkeeper also brings, what do you call it? Also brings the decreased cooldown effect, so then that is just going to increase my turn meter boost for my Broadmaw, my Togren's abilities, which are turn meter boosts and heals, as well as the Nia effects. The other thing is I could try to do is I could try to drop one of those and bring Diana back in, so I have 2 damage dealers. So we're just hoping that we can make Nia tanky enough, not just have a Guardian, but have ally protection and Guardian. Try to cover all of our bases there. And I think that's going to be possible because the Togren passive is increases each ally's max HP by 5% every time they use an active skill, up to 50%, so we can get like another 50% max HP on top of what we already have. It may take some serious glyphing, but yeah. So now that I said Diana, I kind of feel like that's actually probably the better choice. Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm thinking. So I think that's kind of our goal right now, but we need a lot more silver because they have to have full masteries, fully geared, everything. So okay, let's go in here. Let's see if we can get anything from these mortal souls, because we still are pushing to try to get this epic book, or not epic, legendary book. We're pretty close. In all honesty, the chicken would be kind of welcome, but we're not going to worry with that. That's something we can grind through. We cannot just randomly grind legendary books too often. And then here in the champ training, I mean, I think we have a little bit more time. So that's why I've been trying to passively do it, is I want this legendary book real bad also, even though we're quite a ways from that. We just need to start. We got to start hunting legendary books, unfortunately. Okay. All right, let's get something good here. I pulled a couple more since the last time I went on here. I mean, Hollow is a champion we own without a soul, so I guess that's positive, but we just haven't really gotten anything good. I take that back. Holy cow. Let's go. 6-star. Well, now I definitely want to use more Painkeeper. That is sick. I just needed to be recording these things, folks. Bang. Let's go. Who would have thought? That's sweet. Imagine if that would have been Cold Heart. But either way, that's good because I do want to use Painkeeper. See, now that makes me want to use Painkeeper on my Clan Boss team. So, how much faster are you about to be? I mean, he's definitely a Phantom Touch champion, right? 7 more speed. All right. Well, that was nifty. How about that? It's almost like I planned that, but obviously there's no way of me planning that. All right. Oh, boy. All right, so there's our game plan for the week, pushing into the weekend. I know this episode's a little bit earlier. Okay, so we are just going to keep on keeping on with the spider farm with a little bit of food. See what we can do. Just try to get what we're able to get. We'll use all of our multi-battles. All right. And then, yeah, hopefully by the weekend we have at least tackled a couple of our goals. I go back to work tomorrow already, which stinks, but that's okay. We probably need to get back to work anyhow. So, last thing before I let you go. The Hell Hades Free-to-Play Challenge 2025 is alive. I have put my application in to be part of the content creator things. So if I'm able to make that, I would hope that everybody would try to support me in me pursuing that challenge. I think it will be fun and exciting. And I did put a goal or a vote up, and I got 20 votes. That's a little bit more than what I thought I would. And it was about 65-35 of get rid of Solely Voids at the expense of Hell Hades Free-to-Play Challenge. But I'm not going to lie, there's a lot of progress to be made on this, and to some extent, I'm emotionally attached to this particular account. So, what does that mean? Because I have 2 accounts that I play already. I play my main still, I do all my dailies and all of that, and then I have the Solely Voids. Well, what I think I'm going to do is, at least temporarily, through the Hell Hades Free-to-Play Challenge, we'll see if it develops into more. You know, always change our mind later as we go. I think I'm going to play Solely Voids and what is going to be called Free For All, the Free For All account, which is the Hell Hades Free to Play 2025 challenge, over my main account. Now I may pop on my main account every day to do a clan boss fight or 2 to keep it active for the clan, so we're beating some of those highest level clan bosses, so I'm not letting everybody down. But I think for that is going to be the decision. So we will still have Solely Voids at least 1 time a week. Hell Hades Free to Play twice, maybe, is what I'm thinking. Haven't really decided. Maybe on the weekends, instead of doing the 1 episode for Solely Voids, I do a small Solely Voids and a small Free for All or something like that. So exciting news. We'll see you on the 10th for that. Otherwise, folks, don't forget to like and subscribe on your way out, and I'll see you on the other side.